I'll start the recording too, since it's finally, you know, no more server issues. But anyway, this is going to be the final week of HK in terms of their 2024 rotation. First time they did this. Overall, it was really, really nice to see some of the commanders' POVs. There were certainly some gripes with a few things that were chosen and the way things were done, and we'll probably see changes for next year. But nonetheless, this... Okay. 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 The sun is warm. The grass is green. The sun is warm. The grass is green. Sun is warm. Grass green.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
What the love did I just hear? Shy loading.
Me reverberating my neck as I bounced my head back and forth because I was annoyed? Oh yeah, just press continue. Yeah, because that's going to work again. Thank God it didn't work. Okay, yeah. Shut up, Nemesis. We're not doing that again like last week. Oh. My God. Why is it French France by Barack Obama? Alright, well, it gives you more time to bet, I guess. If it crashes out one more time, it's past the 4:45 mark, and I just gotta go at that point, because I don't have the time anymore. But, alright, thank you for jumping with me nonetheless. We need whatever noise that was as a DayZ audio redeem. Oh my God. Guys, you know what? Fine, 1 second. Someone clipped it? Let me at least hear it. Let me turn my music off. Alright, hold up. Hold up. How bad was it? Oh. It did not sound that throaty when I did it, but okay. Alright. That sounded a lot different from the noise I thought I made. Did I just make that noise? New goat mod noise. Oh my God. All right. All right. Yep. Yep. Ugh. Okay. And that's going to be on the VOD, too, because of the recording. Oh, God damn it. Have you had the chance to listen to the Northern Front's new sounds? No, dwarves. I was too busy just sounding like some twist between a goat and someone getting the best head of their life. I don't fucking... Oh, my God.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
This sounds like me on the...
That sounds like me on the last HKLOL.
God damn, where's my poor goat? Her battery is running out. If you hear the end of that, it sounds like it's starting to fade out, but my God. Oh. My God. What the hell? Alright, so this literally looks like a simple zone defense. And Blue 4 is just going to come up the MSR, and we're going to see how someone overcomplicates the shit out of this. I'm going to be honest, with Pearce in command, and he's going to be on offense, I think he's going to be able to easily win this fight. No! First off, Nim, you only show up like once a month to give a sub message and then you disappear till the next month. So seeing you here is now completely out of context. And two, I thought you were more into... Okay, you know what? This is just weird. Where's my goat? I also have an emu statue next to the goat now. It's great. There we go. Okay, guys, there are 2 open fields. So Pearce's natural battle plan is going to be to drive right up the MSR, and then from this town, either go into the open field or go into the open field. Now, the transition from Zone 1 to Zone 2 is going to be difficult. Knowing this, there's a big forest here, so Pearce is probably going to go through the open field. Now, transition from Zone 3 to Zone 2, Pearce has a lot of ways to do this. He can either go through the open field, or go through the open field, or, guys, I think Pearce is too smart for that. There's all of this tree cover around he could use, so instead of going through those open fields, I think Pearce is going to wise up and go through the open field, because this gives more open field for Pearce to go through so he can get into Zone 2. Alright? That is what I think Pearce's plan is going to be. Why use the goat when I can make that noise again? Oh my god. No. I'm being told the hosts of the event apologize for the delays. It's fine. Can I you almost got me. You almost got me. That was close. Delays are unacceptable. Commissar. We have one here. What? Jesus Christ. Look, if I was you betting on who would win this, I would go all in Pearce right now. All right? He has the open fields. He has the open field advantage. I mean, there's no stopping him. And if anything, if he doesn't want to go through that little forest, he could literally just go and use the open MSR and then go right in again. Look, there's just no way Pearce can lose. If Op4 has competence, there's no way Pearce can win. I mean, if Op4 just, fumbles the bag, there's no way Pearce can lose. Oh, yeah. See, I'm hyping Pearce up because if this is the rare chance where he actually pulls something batshit amazing, I'm going to praise the shit out of him. And if he doesn't, then we just meme him and I win either way. Hello?
I brought you a corn dog.
Thank you, honey. I'm streaming, though, so can it be put away?
You can snack on it midway.
But... Okay, look, I already made a really weird noise on stream, and now you're trying to feed me a big corn dog. I feel like this is just going to get weird. No, What is this? Oh, don't jerk it in my mouth like that.
I saw someone, I think, giving head in the car next to me, by the way. It was weird.
Why would someone get a head?
Right.
Why is it sweet and filled with cheese?
It's not only cheese.
Okay.
You've had this before. Is it only cheese? No, it's not.
What is this?
It's a Korean corn dog. Do you not like it?
I mean, it's fine. I need to get to work, but
You're fine. You can take a minute.
no, I have 4 minutes to do the intro and the round. So just sorry.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
No, I need to do the intro and the round now.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you. Dog.
Are we for real? Why are you pulling the stick out like that?
See? Come on, Leon, cheese.
It's half cheese and half corn dog?
Yeah, have sausage. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Why are you accepting this?
I don't know.
Do you like your corn dog?
Yeah?
Yeah,
You have to feed it to me like that, dick level, but sure.
it wasn't at dick level.
It's kind of at dick level.
It was not at dick
It
level.
was not dick
You're
level.
standing and I'm sitting, okay?
No, I'm sitting and I'm standing.
Wait, what did I say? No, I'm feeding him a corn dog. I'm not calling him a dog.
I can be a dog, though.
He's a demon. He's a devil. A dog.
All right.
Woof.
I do need to get to work now, okay?
Liru,
What?
bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Woof.
Don't you start being cool all of a sudden. You know what you were doing. Liru, this isn't that kind of
Okay. I do need to get back to work now, honey. Thank you for shoving a corn dog in my mouth and making blowjob joke. I don't. Victory screech! Okay, no. Love you. Jesus. All right. Now, we're going to begin the round and pretend none of that just happened. So,
antibiotics now.
good for you. What is the stream been? Okay. Anyway, back to Pearce. He's got... What are these? British pit bulls or bulldogs? I forget the vehicle designations for these APCs. And then we have 2 transport trucks. We've got some mine-sweeping equipment. And the British have L-85s. Okay, excellent. We also have a scout drone, an AR-2 darter.
Whose vehicle is this?
And we got some NLAWs in play as well. And some Mazes. Okay. Op4, meanwhile, seem to have the, gosh, the M21 or the RAS-21. Basically, it's a 5.56 AK, but made by a non-Russia country. They got M84s, they got Scar H's, and some magnified optics, RPGs, Mazes, some G36s in play as well. We've got 2 M2 Humvees, and then we have a BTR-80 Alpha. Blue 4 commanded by Pearce, Bluck commanding Op 4. It's a Bulldog, thank you. Don't ask her how much of the corn dog I was taking. Jesus Christ. He's just feeding himself and using a voice recording to show how cool he is. You see, it scares me because sometimes Bloodwayne, when I'm in a state of vulnerability, tries to psych me out and say that I'm just a figment of her imagination and will go hardcore with trying to psych me out. So I still don't know if this is all an illusion or whatnot. I mean, I don't show my face. You just have 2 sets of voices. For all I know, I could just be making this all up. You know, Nimia is actually a paid actor. She doesn't exist either. Azariah, he doesn't even exist. Lone Survivor of Us is just his twin. Yeah, no, this is all just an illusion, guys. Definitely. And Azariah just sent me a message saying the moan is now an MP3 file, courtesy of Nemesis. Y'all are just... Alright. Cool. See, Nem's not even here right now. She disappeared. because I can only keep that gig up for, you know, like a minute at a time. So yeah, it's all fake. Good catch, though. No, Don is actually a trained stunt monkey. It's a funny story. I found Don at the set of that Speed Racer movie remake. And I'm going to be honest, I thought it was pretty decent, but it bombed at the box office, and that monkey, Chimp, that was it. She needed a job, so I'm like, here, I need you to be one of my moderators as a Helen Keller deaf mute, and it would be the perfect cover, and you can just be whatever you want, you know? You could be a guy, a girl, an Apache attack helicopter, whatever you want. So anyway, that's how I met Don. I was back in, what, like 2007? When did that movie come out? Cackling, thank you. Alright, Blue 4 already mounted up in a bunch of vehicles, except one is driving the wrong way. How did that happen? Well, I'm sure Pearce has a master plan for this one, but it looks like the rest of his convoy... No, he's over here. Alright. Are continuing out and about, and they make a heroic left turn. So I guess I'm a literal shark that you somehow trained... No, Shark, you're an actual person. You're not part of this sphere. You have your own headcanon. And then you have the BTR-80 Alpha trying to rush out to just immediately strike people. And of course, Ground Command's in it as the gunner. So Bluck is just going for blood at this point, trying to deny the ability for Pearce to rush ahead. I like it. Alright, now we wait. I mean, a mission like this is pretty cut and dry. It's just one faction just trying to, you know, take the home area of the other faction. So it takes a little bit of time to see things deploy. I do appreciate seeing OPT4 rushing out their most powerful asset to just catch a convoy on the move. And I mean, knowing that you're fighting an enemy commander that's pretty good with his rushes, this is a safe bet. Because Blue 4 lack any vehicles that could honestly pierce the armor of that 80 Alpha. Because I'm pretty sure all the Bulldogs are equipped with 7.62 by 51 GPMGs and not heavy machine guns. Those are only medium machine guns. So he can hear the Vix to the north. I'm just wondering if he's going to follow them out. But I find it curious how we have a few guys running around over here. He's telling his driver to shut up so he can listen. Because he's trying to echolocate where they are. You unlock the bunny and now you're going to use it in every message you type? Nice. So I'm curious if they're going to cut this north and try to intercept the convoy. Now looking at some of the OPT4 defenders in the area over here, we do have an RPG in play. Have a few magnified optic shooters here with an RCO and a G36 and then a Pitbull scope on that M21. And then a hammer scope as well on that one as well. So we could see a convoy interception here if the convoy... I don't think the convoy is going to drive all the way up to the zone though. The only time rush plays won't work is against an enemy that literally spawns on the objective, because by the time you rush in, they'll have enough time to counter. But you do see the 80 Alpha starting to come on the rear of this Blue 4 formation. And I think they're just going to occasionally stop and have a listen. They can hear him in the distance. You got Bluck here now trying to watch. Rare to see a commander doing direct... axe himself like this, but I think it's also because it's only like a 35v35. It's platoon v platoon right now, so We'll see if they continue to follow up with the infantry element here. Alright, so we see a main dismount going off right here. We've got another one off over here. And I mean, it would be nice to have the pit bulls to escort, but at the same time, they're very loud, so I think Pearce thinks he has the element of surprise right now because he's not opting to stay with his Vix and keep them back so he can just walk in with his force. I didn't know you could leave the shadow zone, so leave it to the Finnish players here to get lost in a Finnish-based map. How are two of them all the way to the south and everyone else got to the north? How did that get misconstrued? You're supposed to be with Beatrix 2, right? If they're part of Beatrix 1. That's a bit of a weird call. Also, if these forces continue on, what's the point of everyone else dismounting to nullify the audio of the vehicles? I don't know. Weird calls so far. Pearce told them to play on their own. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Just let the Finnish guys go, yeah, do what you want. I just love how they somehow ended up on the other side of the map, out of bounds. At this rate, the BTR might pull back just to be with friendly forces, but somehow run into them. Yeah, some shortcut. And now we wait. The Finns know the way. Yeah, no, I genuinely don't know what they're doing. I guess they're going to dismount somewhere over here and then ride the road and use this small little patch as a tree line to get up to the objectives themselves, but it's deceptive in what it's showing. On the map, it looks like there's thicker tree cover there, but in reality, it's not so much. I think the way to tell is if it's a lighter color like this, then it means there's a little bit of foliage, but not too much. Whereas if it's darker, then it's more forested. That would be my guess, at least, because there are definitely open patches, and you can kind of see that with the change of the color scheme. And that also carries on over here. So I think that's the secret for these maps. But nonetheless, we see that Op4 has done a big dismount here, and we'll hopefully see them move in. AD Alpha's returning without getting any pickoffs, but he has a decent idea of where the enemy is coming from. You're sure they're lost? Well, I know Iander probably drank a bunch, and Finn also probably drank a bunch, so is there any real surprise there? I doubt they'll find each other because I doubt the BTR is going to go down this SSR here. Instead, it's going to just move right back into its own force. It would be funny, but nah. I think they're still slowing down and stopping to see if they can listen for the vehicles.
Also, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
This gun has very bad recoil on Polara, so just, you can stay on Polara, but don't spray it. You can
I swear I just heard a whistling in the distance, but... Got Pearce. He's not on point, actually. He's got his guys over to his right, funny enough. And you got this northern force over here, so it looks like it's divided amongst two forces, and then these two are just being left to their own devices. I mean, in a game of sector control, having two people... I feel like you need more than two on the outside to properly get around, but that's just me. Beyond that... First contact might be right here. And then this force might come around and hit the northern side, but we see that Op4's opted for a very strong defensive line on holding this tree line. So it's going to be hard to bump them back. We might see Op4 reinforce with forces coming up, and then these two might be able to get in and do something significant, but... We have a marksman rifle and Iander with a GPMG. So they have a decent amount of firepower between the two of them, but no AT capability. And then BTR-80 Alpha might just hold in the open field away from where they potentially think Blue 4 is going to come in on, which will nullify Pearce's main ability to cross open fields if there's an entire BTR-80 Alpha watching them. Darn, it is being tough for Pearce today. It's like people know if they lock down the open fields, that's like Pearce's strongest move. You know, I think the funniest thing in recent PvP news was covering FNF Vietnam with Eggbeast, who is the project lead for SOG Prairie Fire, the Vietnam CDLC for Arma 3. And he's worked with a lot of Vietnam members, ex-SOG and the works, and he's heard plenty of their stories, so he could, you know, craft the CDLC with his team. And the one thing that seemed to really perplex him in all of that PvP match was people actively throwing smoke grenades and trying to charge through the smoke grenades to get on top of enemy positions. Because you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to use smoke as concealment to hide your escape, not really to hide your advance. Because if you were to do that in the real world, they would just start shooting into the smoke to suppress it, to basically stop anything from advancing in it. So I just find it really funny that we see that in PvP all the time, and it baffled him. But, you know, it's a staple in PvP in this game for whatever reason. Just popping smoke and running through it. Green Thumb, this is actually the start of round 1. Daylight Savings pushed it back by an hour because Europe does Daylight Savings catch up next Sunday. However, they also had some server technical difficulties, so I'm only going to be covering the first round because I have other commitments by the time this round wraps up. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, smoke also draws attention and fire and whatnot, but don't worry about it. I love how we have Settler over here. He was in the BTR, but now he's just reconning things out. I assume while Bluck is going to be gunning and watching, but I think he's... Okay, he's not turned out, he's just looking. Looking into his own fields on that side, but now he's opting to drive it. We do have a Hunt IR landing over here. We got another one drifting in. This could be one of Blue 4's, and that could be Op 4's, but... More Hunt IRs coming out over here. They're trying to look to see if they can see anything coming up. They might be able to see some of Blue 4's Southern Force coming in. Irma, that's a great question because I don't have anyone on the multi right now. So I genuinely don't know. Yeah, as Nemesis said, I don't think anyone else is streaming it, which sucks because it's the last round for the entire season, but... Scheduling.
Who's on the fucking radio? It's really fucking annoying.
So we see this line of Blue 4.
Please fix it, man.
Sounds like Blue 4 is having someone hot micing on the LR. I don't know where Dream is. He was covering the most of the rounds with me, but he used to shoot me a message saying, hey, are we covering today? But I don't know what happened to him, man. Otherwise, I think Plant here is taking some marksmanship fire. Doesn't realize he's under fire at the moment. I think just took a hit because Op4 have fortified the hell out of this hill. So you got these forces dispersing here. Ivno streaming. All right, we'll raid Ivno for the second round so you guys don't have to go anywhere. Then you got Settler down here. Thanks, Az. I appreciate it. Can't tell if that was a smoke or a flare round. It certainly wasn't an HE. That might have been a Hunt IR, actually. And then it insta-spawned on the ground and then also deleted itself because it hit the ground, but... Now you hear the vehicles moving up. This also could be a feign to pull attention to this ridge so the main force up here can then push in with Op4's attention divided. A bit of a tough strategy to work with, but I guess every turned head helps. Phoenix got knocked out through a lucky suppressing shot. And he's taking double tapping fire from some marksmen over here. So he is unlikely to wake up at this point, but I think they're going for the kill shot as well. There it is. Pupper also taking hits here. Though if they were to just suppress, they would be trying to elongate the fight, but instead they're trying to pull away. So I guess this was meant to be some scouting to see where Op4's forces were, but instead they just drew fire instead. So a few early on kills for Op4. This man's had enough. He's grabbing the RPG. What's he loading it with, though? Tandem. Okay. You probably don't need that, because that's really for anti-vehicles. But sure, go for it, buddy. Now this is some close reconnaissance. I'm going to assume that was Blue 4's, because otherwise I feel like Blue 4 would have shot it, but if this is Op 4's, they got some really close intel on where Blue 4 is. But yeah, you're going to see it hit the ground and despawn. Doesn't even hit the ground fully, it just disappears. But yeah, the vehicle audio is going to give them away.
Should we change the channel something else?
Because you can faintly hear it starting to move on the northern side.
No. They just cut.
So Blue 4, we still have the 1 KIA. Got a few Op 4 hidden up here. I'm wondering to see if Blue 4 might come in and... I'm not sure these guys have engaged yet, so Blue 4 doesn't know that they exist. But they could wait for Blue 4 to walk by and then ambush them. Those pods are for recon. They're cameras. So they can then connect to them and spot them. Spot anything below them, essentially, with regular and night vision. They don't have thermals, though. If I see another one, I'll look under it to show you the little camera. Little interesting to see an advancing vehicle, no gunner. I don't know if it's trying to draw fire or what, but... Wonder takes a shot and immediately knocks it out. I guess just to see where the extent of Op4's line is. So Wonder decided to engage it. Fawn's immediately trying to pull back. I don't know what the point of, like, that... The only thing I can think of is it was just meant to draw AT fire and see the lines, because it had no support. It had the infantry behind it, but not close enough to support it. Yeah, so now you're seeing the blue 4 on the side here getting some flanks in on Op 4 infantry. So I think it was just a sacrifice of asset just to get some kills. As I'm not surprised, because I learn things about this game that are new to me almost every time I play it. I guess it's also to bait out the AT autocannon to shoot, but looks like it spotted some of the infantry and started knocking them out. You know, if it's smoking, I don't think you need to unload it with more ordnance. Maybe like 5 to 10 rounds of AP just to kill any crewmen inside, but I feel like you're just wasting ammo at that point. Yeah, you can zoom it too. But I think the time for Hunt IR is over, as we just have Blue 4 attempting an advance in here. Whew. But we do have a really nice battle line. But Op 4 are transitioning everything to the north. This could give Blue 4, the southern team, a window to get to Zone 1. But will they go through the open field? That's the real question of the evening. Now the question is, will the Finns actually commit to something like that? And Op 4 have a pretty nasty hill defense right here, but Blue 4 could get close enough to start picking people off. And it's not going to help that a lot of Op 4 have RPGs that are going to poke at their head level and kind of draw attention to them. So if they run dynamically from fighting position to fighting position, they're just going to get spotted preemptively and then picked off before they can even line up a shot. I love how you had all this forest to run through, but you chose part of the open field. These guys really are my favorite.
100 meters is just behind the road.
Yeah, so I think he spotted some of these guys.
No,
Uses
no,
that pit bull scope to pick off one of them.
in the ditch. I think that trenches.
Oh, here we go. You just saw the shot on the Maz tube right there. Fun fact, launchers just create hitboxes that can shield your head from damage at certain angles. It's really funny. So yeah, they give you away, but if you angle your head properly, you'll be fine.
One enemy up the hill.
He's trying to shoot Wonder in the back. Runs out of ammo. And he gets shot. And killed. And did he just rage quit? I don't see his skull. Yeah, he just rage quit. Oh my god. All right. Damn. Local man falls over. So Blue 4 trying to get their foot in the door and are really struggling to get those toes in. Oh, so their front positions have been picked off. What are the Finnish doing? Yeah. What are the Finnish doing?
They are not even looking at us. Well, he's up now.
They're laughing about it, it seems.
Were we supposed to draw fire or something?
Were we supposed to draw fire or something? Yeah. Might be a bit late for that. So anyway, the first line for Blue 4 here have kind of fallen You got a reserve group now forming on the far right, and then we have TK Llama all the way over here. Oh, he's got a Crow System 50 cal. So he's trying to maximize the range of it. But he's not really going to see much from this angle, unfortunately. He might... no, he might spot some of these guys coming out over here. There is a building in the way. But let's see. The BTR-80 Alpha came around over here and was taken out. And I think that's Bluck's body. Yeah, so Bluck's dead. So OPFOR... I mean, they don't really need a commander for this, though, because their forces are right on top of the defensive positioning anyway. But yeah, that... Oh, they've got a second 50 cal Crows as well. These could be Blue Force saving grace. Because these are literally just perfectly rested sniper rifles that you can scope in. That just also happen to be heavy machine guns that'll one-tap you. The question is, will they be properly utilized? And that is just a matter of can they find the right angles before OPFOR finds them and picks them off with AT. So Blue Force not out of the game just yet. We just need to see them be effective. And you see TK Llama's already gotten one kill. He's double tapping the body. Looking around, trying to spot more. But yeah, I can show you that one level of zoom that they have with the plus and minus keys. I doubt he has thermal vision for it, though. I'd imagine the vehicle probably does, but it's probably turned off for balance reasons. See, just suppressive fire coming up. You got a man down up here. Racek's still bleeding out on the left side over there, but he's been down for a while. Yeah, full auto M82s or M107s. However you'd want to call it. So that's why these vehicles were brought with them. They would have been really dumb to leave them. And you got the second one dismounted at the moment. I don't see it. That's another weird call. Those things should be mounted at all times and helping to find angles on all other assets in the field. Because otherwise, Blue Force is going to continue to try to advance and be picked off. Those two, I guess, are just staying on the rear to do marksman stuff. But honestly, they should have just been handed one of the 50 cal Vics at that point. And then from their angle, I'm not even sure they'd be able to see much. Yeah, Blue 4 kind of caught up right here. They're trying to find a new angle with their assets here to actually pick off anything more. But now we're going to see them mobile. I think OPFOR know that there's another one over here and they're trying to run around so they can AT it. As you still have the gun occasionally scanning. I'm surprised it's not checking its far left on occasion. This is funny that you have OPFOR just kind of crawling up to it.
Roger that. Guys, can we get...
I can't tell if Curie's scouting the runner or scouting the vehicle. AT goes out. It's a little short, but it does freak out some of the infantry. For whatever reason, Blue 4 starting to transition, I guess, to move into the town at Zone 3, thinking that this is going to be a weaker position, which makes sense because they see all these trenches and are probably intimidated by them. So they're thinking maybe if they go into the town, they can help bypass some of that trench line. RPG just went out. That immediately made the driver turn, and he's going to try to flee. Not realizing he's going closer to the RPG gunner. Whiffs another shot in panic, though. Yeah, you probably don't want to go closer to enemy lines. You'd probably want to turn around. Korvac staying low. I'm assuming that's because those were his only 2 RPG shots there. Matt doing some suppression. More Moz rounds coming into Op4 defensive lines. They're just doing another tap on that BTR to make sure it's down. Second kill for this vehicle crew. With that vehicle asset, I'm assuming TK Llama still only has a single kill. He's backed up because he's looking around trying to figure out where that shooter was. And does he see him? Yes, he does. Knocks him to his legs. He's dead. There it is. Oh, why do we see this charging up, though? It shouldn't be. This is a really... The vehicle should not be charging ahead like this unless it has a full crew of infantry to dismount and pull away. It should be back here providing overwatch for the infantry, because this is just going to bait Op4 to hit it with AT fire. If they're going to do this with their vehicles, they should be using the Bulldogs with the 7.62. This guy heard the voices and he's super confused. Unfortunately, it was because Seal was up here and he totally played him on that. We just had, I think, another person get taken out. Let's check TK Llama's kill count. He's up to 3. That might have been Kiri. I'm looking. Nope, it was Ivnomain. So you got Blue 4 now transitioning over to this position. And again, we need to see these 50 cal vehicles transition to start assaulting that position. I'm really surprised we're not seeing these two moving in on Zone 1. But I think I just spoke too soon. They're actually moving. All right. I do love all the excessive trenches that Op4's dug in case, you know, this position fell. They'd have that trench line right there to hold. Now Blue 4 could potentially use it, but we need to see vehicles now transition up to assist. We do have this one up here already. I'm surprised we're not seeing... I think because they're waiting on the infantry to actually push in and assist. Now that it's here, it could potentially start looking at that fortification line and picking units off. That's exactly what we're going to see, but... Again, all the gunfire close to him is going to be throwing him off. NASA getting a grenade in on Beast. That's going to potentially get a double tap kill. It does with an interesting ragdoll. NASA hops out. Immediately tries to run in, gets stuck on the door frame. Gets into a 2v1, actually knocks out one of them because they kept running into each other's line and limps into the building. Picks up the Enla. Is he going to go for the vehicle kill? He tries, but Ziki shoots him from window to window and manages to take him out before he can threaten the vehicle. Ilvanek, I think, yep, just got a kill on that guy. He's trying to adjust his vehicle slightly. Could have lined up a shot on another shooter there, but he was in a really good position to engage, but I think he realized that that means they're also in a good position to hit him, so he adjusts. And then you've got EK Llama repositioning his vehicle. So he's on 3, Ilbenek's on 3, so 6 kills for those Blue 4 assets. And even though they're being really fast and loose with some of them, oh! An RPG hits a tree! But Ilbenek is too focused on getting kills. I think he just got kill number 4. Not realizing an RPG just attempted to hit him. And I think that was Lolo's second and last RPG. That would have been a great asset to hit here, but... Blue 4 not having the best coverage of their vehicles, which is why you need to keep them a little further back. But I feel like with these two 50 cal vehicles, Blue 4 has a really good chance to bite Op 4 back. And we just saw Lolo take friendly fire, so that's going to slow these guys down. Funny enough, you got Settler on the rear over here, in position to harass some Blue 4. Opens up with a grenade. Gets the kill with the grenade. And he's trying to see what these guys are doing. They're immediately pulling back, not realizing where that grenade came from. That's why grenades are really powerful in PvP. Now he's trying to sight Kilo out. Another RPG gets launched. Now you have one of the 50 cal Humvees firing at the Bulldog. Honestly, they should be aiming for the gun to disable the camera system to nullify its ability to even be used. Oh, Crazy might run into Settler here. Settler might hear those footsteps. He immediately turns. And then he hears them moving away. How's that gun? Yeah, I really can't tell why they're using that as a frontline asset, but 6-4 finds an angle and picks off one of the Op 4 elements there. How's Twig doing? On 4 kills himself as well, so I think those two assets are going to really be what keeps Blue 4 in the game, because they're going to be picking people off from range. Actually find one of those Humvees, shoot out the engine, shoot out the gun to disable it, and it's set at that point. Twig King, however, moving up, could line up a really nice multi-kill if he times it properly with those nades. And Settler still running on the rear line. He's causing Blue 4 to route on the back and to come in and join the fight. It's still anyone's game, but if Blue 4 keeps utilizing those 50 cals effectively, I'm going to be honest, more so Twig Kings than Ilbenek's. No offense to Ilbenek, but he's playing it too aggressively. And I feel like that 50 cal is going to finally get him. I think the gun got disabled, and he's playing dead at this point. Oh yeah, no, that gun is definitely disabled with the amount of 50 cal it just soaked. But again, that's why you don't play so aggressively with that asset, especially when you can scope it in from the side. Endlaw round comes up, and I think that's blew up the other 50 cal Humvee. So now that the 50 cal Humvees are mostly boxed in, we're going to have Twig King be able to still support. But I'm pretty sure now Ilbenek's just using that as a distraction piece. But you do have Blue 4 coming up to this sector. And they're hitting it with nades. Oh, funny enough, Twig King's grenade knocks Camrad out. That's brilliant. And now Op 4 is going to turn around and find one Blue 4 and one unconscious Blue 4. All right, Twig gets a kill, but he gets hit himself. That's why you need to time where you throw your grenades and make sure that you're not running into each other's grenade fire, because Twig now has to solo this, because I doubt Camrad's going to wake back up. And Dixme gets behind Twig and takes him out. And Settler's still on the rear line playing incredibly cautious. And now I think Blue 4's only hope is going to be in this 50 cal car, but looking at the numbers, It is looking a little even. Op 4, we're at 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 13. Blue 4 at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So Blue 4 have the number advantage right now, but Op 4 still on defense. But what'd you do, Korvac? Why would you say that? Oh, yeah. So Hunt IR. You got the little camera, and then all the little dots around there are also for the night vision mode. Oh, the RPG shots? Yeah, you were choking a bit there, buddy, and then the Bulldog found you. You should have just whiffed your one shot and then stayed hidden and then tried to run, because that thing, unless you can get right on top of it, RPG shots are incredibly hard to make. Unless you have a lot of experience like Iander, for example. So here comes Crazy. Zixmy coming around, though. He heard those footsteps, and he takes him out. And yeah, you see that Ilbenex bailed out of the Vic because he doesn't have any way to utilize it anymore. Seal William, and I think, yep, he was also taking some fire, Ilbenex. Now you're seeing some return fire on that building. GL round went in, knocks Seal out. I guess the zones are going to be counted at the end of the game for whoever has more people in the zone. We got plenty of GL rounds coming into this building. And Op 4 have folded in deeper. Yeah, this building usually has a lot of people that like to camp the stairwell. The trick is to shoot out the windows and throw grenades at an angle that catches the grenades up here. Or over here, because if you hit this middle window and throw a grenade, it's just going to go by and then end up down there. You can also throw grenades over these small windows here to clear the first floor.
We need to get to that high ground, so we can get to the trenches and get away from all these fucking dickheads.
Pearce still alive. Blue 4 now coming in to do a breach. Immediately running into Sky Online. He runs out of ammo. Pearce gets flown up to the second floor. What did I just witness? See, funny enough, Henry's grenade is now going to kill Pearce. And funny enough, the two Op 4 members die embracing each other. Their best, yeah. Yeah, I just witnessed their best. Yeah, that's a brilliant way to put it. Settler got his second kill. Op 4 down to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blue 4 down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Op 4 now lessening the player gap a little bit, but I don't know why I saw someone with a 320 system out for their secondary. I guess he thought he had a handgun. 40 mil point blank's only going to work if you have buckshot rounds loaded, which I'd never have seen in PvP in all honesty. Cheeseburger, not sure if he hears the footsteps outside, but he's playing that very slow. Now it's up to Mac Marine and Lolo to hold as the main element of Blue 4's remaining force comes in. All right, these two were shooting at each other.
TK, excellent. We got almost TK each other. That was the better shot.
I feel like Blue 4's fumbling a little bit. Ah, Twig spotted him with the 50 cal and took him out. 6 and a knockout. Yep, he gets the double tap, so that's going to be 7 for Twig. And again, showing the power of having that 50 on Overwatch. Again, don't agree with the fact that it's not supported, but a win's a win. And Mac is going to stay hidden, looking for an opportune time to strike. Cheeseburger and Settler still trying to find each other here. See, I wonder if Settler sees his foot. Because I think 762 by 51 would be able to penetrate the shed. I just want to see him look up and see it. Because I think he hears the footsteps in the shack. Oh, he just saw... Yeah. Yeah, wait. Oh, no, he didn't see that one. Cheeseburger adjusted himself. Wait, yeah. Oh, he fired back. Yeah, he got the blood, though.
Friendly?
Friendly, maybe.
Hello, Cheeseburger. You up for right?
I don't know. This is how you know you got friends in PvP with each other. Funny enough, Cheeseburger started getting shot from pickoffs here, and he gets taken out by Overwatch. Freaking Zix me, man. Of course he would. I think it's a stolen Blue 4 marksman rifle, too. That's even funnier. Oh, shit. Wow. 2 point-blank headshots. Moz round comes in. I guess they're trying to, yep, disable that vehicle. And Mac Marine got away with it. Freaks out because he hears killer fire. A satchel gets thrown. Mac doesn't hear the beep beep. Beep beep, Mac Marine. Beep beep. That was dirty, but I would have done the same thing if I had satchels. All right, Op 4 down to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blue 4 down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Op 4 have the number advantage once again. We have 11 minutes left on the round.
Scan the recon. Can you mark your position on the map?
So I think they're trying to... Yeah, I heard him call scan your gun. So he's calling to the two guys to the south. And now we're going to have another lull in combat here because both groups are out of position. Dibs on his holo stash. Yeah, I know. I think Mac would have at least gotten 1 or 2 more kills, but nah, Killer did the right thing and immediately responded with an opening there. With that satchel. Now we need to see the vehicle transition around and go over here to see if they can pick off anyone from that side. so it can continue its overwatch. Zicky blindly suppressing up there. As... Wow, the other dudes up here have all been taken out. Yeah, double taps going on that body. And Blue 4's down to only a handful left on the field at this point.
Yeah, it's going to the right.
Oh, I see it south. See it?
Yeah, I got eyes on it.
I'm gonna live.
And there it goes. Destroyed by their own faction's AT.
Shit, shot.
That's killer.
They're very close. The hostiles to fucking east hostile.
Trying to double tap it with an RPG, but with that advantage taken away, I think Op4 have this. They have the numbers. Blue 4 down to 4. Op4 have, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 2-1 at this point. And with, God, 8 minutes left on the clock.
Main thing is the vehicle's down, but something shot me to the east.
Well, the gun's not moving and it's tilted down, so...
Yeah, gun tilted down usually means it's disabled. But yeah, with a round like that, he's smoked. All right, heavy hitters still remain on Blue 4. We got Killer, we got Zicky, Flying Finn, and Iander, 4 really good players. But we have Zixme, another really good player. Usually Zicky and Zixme will cancel each other out. Mr. Dave, also pretty good. Reverendo, decent. And the rest of the Settlers, pretty good. And then, no offense to Samuel, Lewis, Ander, and Polonsky. But, I mean, Zicky and Zixme are on a completely different level, so we'll just have to see how things go. Zixme sniping Killer off for his 7th kill. Now, here's the deal. Blue 4 had 7 kills with a 50 cal sniper rifle machine gun on a frickin' Crow system. Zixme's gotten his 7 kills from just being an infantryman and having nothing but skill. So... Ay, ay, ay. Really, Blue 4's hope is in these 3 players here, but Zicky, I don't know, fighting Zixme, who's on a roll. It's going to be a tough call. Did Zixme just get sniped? I think Flying Finn got him, but he managed to shoot and knock out Iander before he got killed. There goes Zixme.
Go.
They're desperately trying to apply medical, but he got headshotted, bro.
He's dead.
Yep, he's dead.
Fuck.
Damn. And Iander woke back up. So with Op4's current MVP now down, can the rest of Op4 rally? Or is this going to be the rise of Zicky's into Rodrihato? Now, it's not technically a caster curse, because I didn't say he would channel it. I said it would rise. And I think the difference is the wording. No, 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 no. It's not about the name. It's about the legend. And how you invoke it. God, there's a lot of bodies on this hill, though. Mainly of the defenders, but a few attempts at the attackers. One grenade by Zicky gets a kill. And now it's just up to Mr. Dave. Does Dave see him through the tree? Oh, damn. Anyway, limited liability. Here comes Settler. He sees Iander. You know, this is why you all signed that waiver saying that you don't follow me for any legal advice when you watch the stream. You know, it's disguised as this channel is for mature audiences. No, that's the legal waiver. He's waiting for a headshot on Iander. Oh, no. What kind of suppressor does your gun have? Because I did not hear any gunshots. All I heard was hello. Ah, yes, the Finnish handshake. Bang, 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 bang. So yeah, Op 4 have control of at least 2 zones. Blue 4, I think, had control of 1. So I think this is going to be a Op 4 victory here. Alright, it's Ivno 15. So for round 2, I'm going to be rating Ivno so you guys can all catch the second round. And a nice on-the-ground experience. We have less than 5 minutes. Actually, no, less than a minute and a half remaining on this round. But anyway, guys, we'll be back way later tonight for some mission dev. Whew. Sleepy. But yeah, I'm not able to cover round 3 because that would take an hour and I only have 30 minutes before I gotta be somewhere else. Alright, 1 minute remaining. With 1 minute, I don't think Finn has a chance. He's been playing this round super cautiously the entire time. I don't see him all of a sudden going and trying to rush ahead. I don't see it. Maybe he'll get another kill or two, but I think he has to physically be in the sectors or something at this point. 30 seconds remaining. I think Mr. Davies trying to rush over to get to zone 1. Damn, that Finnish suppressor is extensive. Ten seconds remaining. He doesn't even put magazines in his gun. And I believe the round is now over. Give it a second. It's 105. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, with British having no one in the zones, only one of the zones was in. Therefore, it's a 4-1. Op 4 have technically won. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and set that raid up. Let's first cash out the prediction. It was an Op 4 victory. And the raid. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. If you want to go see round 2, just join up on that raid. Go tell Ivno I said hello, and otherwise cheers, guys. Have a good one, and go operate operationally.